everybody, it's Kevin here, Wargods 60. Feeling better, a little bit better anyway. Kind of dealing with a little pneumonia, but feel better to do a video today. Of course, it is my birthday today, so I got a bunch of stuff this week that I've been kind of hoping it'd show up on my birthday, but some did, some didn't. Anyway, I'll show you what I got. First up is a shirt I ordered here, must have been Monday, I think. This came today. This is the latest hot shirt. The Icarus could fly on yellow. Initially I thought this was going to be an orange, but it's a yellow. So I got the first one off the first album, I got this one off the second. I have the other one coming off of the Mosaic Visions that is coming out, I think, in May. So I'll be looking forward to that. In addition, I got this Haunt pin as well. They were almost out of these, and I didn't know if they were going to or make any more of these. This is the second time they've made these, so I figured I better get one up. Okay. And then today I got this. Some the new Iron Fire, Beyond the Void. I think this is their 5th or 6th release. I think most of them are all on CD. If you like power metal, you'll like these guys. And then the vinyl. Let's see here. I will show you what came today anyway. The Iron Fire came today. I ordered these Monday. No. I ordered them Tuesday. These 3 albums, they all came today. 2-day shipping. First up is the new Tesla Shock. Haven't had a chance to hear this yet, but I have heard a couple songs and I've liked what I heard, so I went and picked this up. This is on Universal Music, and so I'm looking forward to this. They usually never fail. One of the true great 80 bands that don't like to use the term hair metal, which I don't think these guys were kind of put in that category, but just a great heavy metal band out of the 80s. And this has been a long time coming from this band here. I've always liked what I've heard. I don't have a whole lot, but I figured I'd get this one here. I'm talking about Tora, Bastards of Beale, bluesy hard rock. This is a brand new release from these guys. It's out on Frontiers. I don't know if I mentioned Frontiers and AFM Records are really coming out with a killer lineup of bands. Just a mix. But Frontiers is basically kind of more, I don't know, I'd say more melodic metal, power metal, traditional metal, bluesy, hard rock, stuff like that. And AFM carries a little bit of that as well, but I think they're more geared towards the heavier style of metal, like Iron Savior, a bunch of stuff was over there. But so I picked up the new Tora, Bastards of Beale. And it's been a while since this band put out anything. I think, what'd they say, 7 years, 8 years since they put out any new material. This band is out of the Faroe Islands, way down in off the coast of, I believe, Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. I really liked what I heard from this. I finally pulled the plug on buying some of this. I do have, I think, one on CD, but talking about Tyr and their album Heil, or Hell, however you want it. It's probably Hill. Like I say, this is kind of a power folk metal. They do sing in some of their native language on a couple tracks here, but if you have not heard this, definitely check it out. So here, these guys have been around quite a long time. Like I say, they're out of the Faroe Islands. I think this is the only band out of the Faroe Islands, so check them out. And then the rest of the week, I think this came. Let's see here. These came a couple days ago. Band out of 1969 called the Illinois Speed Press. Just some late, what I say, 1969 this band came out. Probably more folkish, bluesy rock, hard rock in that nature. But they're on the old Columbia label. So I picked this up cheap. I'm not positive if there's one little nick in the track 2 or the second side. I don't know if it's going to affect play or not, but I hope it doesn't. But anyway, here is the Illinois Speed Press. These guys are on the Columbia label. And then also picked up this is the 4th album from Tedeschi Trucks Band. This is called Signs. It has their single hard case. This is, let's see here. Yeah, the 4th studio album of the 12-piece ensemble. Of course, both they are husband and wife. I remember early on buying Susan Tedeschi's material when she first came out. Probably, God, I want to say late 90s, early 2000s maybe, probably late 90s. But anyway, mix of hard rock, blues rock, just great stuff here if you're into that kind of music. And then of course, this finally came down in price, and I finally had to get it since I had the first one. And I just picked up this last week. So I went over, and this was down in price, so I picked it up. I picked up Mudcrutch 2. There's Mudcrutch 1 and 2 before they became Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is what they initially were. This is on Reprise Records. Came out in 2016 as a release. So I was happy to pick this up. And then I picked up another Queensryche. But this one here is the one I picked this up over at Century Media, and this has the autograph insert, which I wanted. So I have 3 variations of this particular album. Great album, by the way, if you've not heard it. So yeah, I'm just happy just to get this. Not sure how many of these are going to be around. So I pulled the plug on it. I've seen a few guys on the VC show this, so figured why not. I've got the last 3. Why not have these 3 in different color variants? This is more of a smoky fire. This isn't the red black. This is more of a gray smoke with black splatter in it. So I was happy to get this. And these came earlier. These came on Monday. And talking about, I pre-ordered this, and I ordered one, so I thought, but I got two. Excuse me, guys. I got two, and so sorry about that, guys. So I promised one, or I got a hold of one of the VC members and asked him if he ordered this. He did not. And I asked him if he would be interested in this. Yeah. So I'm going to send him this extra copy I have of the new Witherfall. It's called Vintage. I believe this is mostly all acoustic material. Yeah. Acoustic versions of Vintage, Ode to Despair, and covers of Tom Petty and Halloween and more. So the Tom Petty track is I Won't Back Down. And so anyway, one's going out to a friend and one is staying with me. And then I pre-ordered this about a month and a half ago. Came this week. Brand new Hellfire Mania, third release from this Bay Area traditional, a new traditional heavy metal band. But great stuff here. I got the CD as well, so I've been listening to the CD. Again, over the last couple of years, I've been seeing a lot of bands coming out of Canada, the US mostly, that are focusing on 80s style traditional heavy metal. And this, like I say, this is one of them. And good album here. This is out on Riding Easy Records. And then from Hell's Headbangers, I picked up Chainbreaker. This is Lethal Desire. Some great speed metal. This only has 400 of these, and it has former members of Cauldron, Toxic Holocaust, and Rammer. I expect total 80s Canadian speed metal machines. And so anyway, some Chainbreaker. This is on Hell's Headbangers Records, released in 2018. I don't think I've ever seen anybody show this, but good stuff here. And then I picked up the second release from Vanek, Vanek 2 Dark Season. Of course, Vanek is Vic Stone. If you're familiar with Vic Stone, you'll know the other bands that he's been in, and they just elude me right at God, I can't think of it. But this is basically horror metal. Quite a few bands starting to do this. First really familiar band I know Iced Earth came up with their album. Now I'm gonna forget that. God, I can't think of horror. I can't think of it anyway. And then there was Prowler out of New Jersey who did 4 albums. We're no longer together. They did horror metal. And then Vanek here with Dark Season 2. And this is on. Can't read it right. Costanay. I can't think of it anyway. But Vanek 2. And then I got these from Shadow Kingdom. I think that's all I have. Yeah, only have these left. I got these from Shadow Kingdom. Wasn't real familiar with most of these, but I did a lot of research on them. And the first one up is a band called Mandator. I believe these guys are out of Netherlands, or the Netherlands. They play killer thrash. And this one is called Perfect Progeny. This one, it was first This one was released originally in 1989, and it was reissued in 2016 on AM Records, not A&M, AM Records. So it's a very well put together package. The vinyl is kind of a white with a dark, not really a dark yellow, but kind of like a burnt color right here. But here's Mandator with Perfect Progeny. And then I picked up Mandator Initial Velocity. Originally came out in 1988. Also thrash. And also on the AM Records. This one is a green. So these are the only two albums that they did release. There are some demos out there, but I don't know if a person's able to get them, and the person have to check, but I'm looking forward to listening to these. And then I picked up, I believe both these bands are out of Italy by the label they're on. They're on Flogger Records, which I do believe is out of Italy. First one up is Revenge. Metal Is, Addiction and Obsession. Thrash, more thrash again. And this is on black vinyl. So I was happy to pick up this Revenge. And so, yeah, should be good to listen. And the last one is also on the Flogger Records. The band is called Fathers, and the album is called No Way Out. Let's see here. Actually, this is on CM Records. Actually, no, it's not. This is on Flogger. Sorry. This is a Flogger recording. But anyway, this is Bothers. And I like right below this, kind of it has a little writing here. Occurred in a park in East Baghdad. New radio fills the gaps in the media's coverage of conflict. CNN Live. So anyway, this is Bothers, more thrash. There's been a lot of thrash releases this year. I think the biggest influx I'm seeing in releases are new wave of traditional heavy metal bands coming out with stuff. New bands coming up. I just ordered another Canadian, an album from another Canadian band called Riot City. That's on No Remorse Records. Canada right now is really a hot spot for a new wave of traditional heavy metal bands coming out. A lot of newer releases coming out out of Canada. And so anyway, the other one is thrash is really coming out strong this year as well. It seems like thrash kind of rears its head about every couple of years with new releases from bands, which is a good thing. I don't like to see a lot of these bands coming up with an album a year. I like a 2-year wait possibly. It just seems better. Gives you time to fully intake the latest release until the new one is out. So anyway, I'm going to take off here, go rest. Hope you enjoyed this. Got any comments, leave it below. And take care. Anyway, this is Wargods 60, and I'll see you next time. We're playing in the background is a band called Dagger. This is kind of an anthology from 83 to 86. So anyway, that's some Dagger. Take care, everybody.